Do you struggle with consistency and staying on track with your health and fitness journey? Hey team, and welcome to this week's episode of The Inspired Show, which is all about building up consistency so you can see even better results. But before we delve into today's episode, if you're not hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. That way you keep updated every single week when we post a new episode. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit the share button, and let me know any big takeaways in the comments down below. Now, this week we're going to be talking about consistency. This is one of the biggest things that holds people back. Because if you lack consistency, what's going to happen is you're going to take one step forward and two steps back, never really going anywhere, just spinning your wheels in the mud. Like, who's been there? Like, how many times have you started a diet on a Monday, you've started the gym on the Monday, and then before you know it, it comes to Wednesday, Thursday, and it's all gone to pot. So how do we overcome this, and how do we start building up some consistency? Well, first things first is we need to get rid of the all or nothing mindset. A lot of people go into the health and fitness journey trying to change absolutely everything at once. They try and eat really well. They try and get the steps done. They try and drink their 2 liters of water a day. They're trying to get their 8 hours of sleep. They're trying to do the gym. They're trying to cut out alcohol, cut out the takeaway, cut out the crisps. And it's just too overwhelming. We can do it for a couple of days, but like I said, by the time it comes to midweek or specifically the weekend, it all goes to pot. So if you're the type of person that keeps trying again and again and again with this all or nothing mindset, we want to bring it back down. What you want to focus on is one thing at a time. And make it super, super simple to focus on. For the first week, you might decide to focus on your nutrition. You might decide this week, I'm going to start with my breakfast. Eating a nutrient-dense breakfast to start my day. What I then want you to do is each and every day follow through with that. That is going to be a lot easier than trying to do your whole day of eating, all your steps, all your workouts, all your hydration, so on and so forth. Once you've done a week of focusing on your breakfast, you then move on to the next thing. You might decide to move on to your lunch, or you might focus to go on to your evening meal. But what you're then doing is you're building up momentum. And once you start building up momentum, you start building confidence in yourself that you can actually do it. Once you've dialed in your nutrition, you can then move on to the next step, which could be a daily activity. Like, you might be doing a very low amount of steps at the moment. You might be doing 2,000 steps on average. So you might say to yourself, this week, I'm going to aim for 2,500. It's not a massive amount. It's actually a manageable amount. But by increasing by a manageable amount, what you're doing is you're reducing the overwhelm. You're allowing yourself to hit that target, which again builds up confidence in yourself. Once you build up confidence in yourself, you start building in momentum. Once you start building momentum, you start becoming more disciplined in that. And then what you do then with your daily movement is, again, you stack it on week, building it up step by step, reducing the overwhelm and making it more manageable to stick to. Once you felt that you've got your movement in check, you might then move on to another area of your lifestyle that needs working on. It might be to work out a couple of times a week. It might be your hydration. It might be your sleep. But if you're the type of person that keeps failing with all or nothing mindset, break it down step by step. So that's the first part of being consistent. The second part is holding yourself accountable. So how can you be more accountable to your health and fitness journey? So as well as breaking down those goals into small manageable goals and working it one by one, you can do a number of different things that can help you stay accountable. So a really great way is to create yourself maybe a little tick sheet. This works really, really well. So basically having a tick sheet that you can tick off at the end of each day that you've done what you said you're going to do. That gives you the gratification of ticking things off, makes us feel good that we've done it, and it allows us to see how we're progressing as well. And remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. So let's say you start a new habit that you're working on, and let's say you do it 4 times out of 7 in the week, then that's not good or bad, it's just a starting point. So the following week, you aim to improve on that 4 and take it up to a 5 or a 6. And then once you hit the 7, time after time, you can then move on to your next habit. So it allows you to track your progress. Another way of being accountable is getting some support. So it could be friends, family members, a coach, whatever it may be. One thing that I encourage people to do is to get their friends and family on board. And you can hold yourself accountable in a variety of different ways, but a really good way to do it is in your inner circle, is create a WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, use it to share your meal ideas. Use it to meet up to go for walks or maybe go for a workout together. But also maybe once a week, like use that as a way to have a little assessment. Like, how do we get on with our targets this week? Did we hit our habit goals? Like, have we lost some weight? Have we lost some measurements? And having that extra layer of accountability can be an absolute game changer when it comes to building up consistency and staying on track. And the last thing when it comes to consistency, and one of the biggest things is, there will be times when you fail. There will be times when you set yourself a little target and you might not hit it. But what we need to remember is that's not the end of the world. Like, failure isn't final. Failure is a good thing because it allows us to learn. So if you have set yourself a target of eating a healthy breakfast to begin with all week, and then you slip up on that, like, don't beat yourself up. Like, just assess what went wrong, okay? Was it that you had a very poor night's sleep and you got a plate and you're rushing around? So what's the learning curve from that? Well, it could be making sure that I optimize my sleep routine, or it could be maybe having a quick grab and go breakfast in the fridge or in the cupboard that I can take for when days are busy. So remember, slip-ups are completely normal, but don't allow that to be final, and don't use that as an excuse to keep on self-sabotaging. Use it as a way to learn, and as long as you learn, you then build up consistency along that. So those 3 tips are going to be a really great starting point for anybody that wants to build up consistency. So hopefully you found today's episode helpful. If you did, smash that like button, share it with somebody that's going to benefit, and let me know any big takeaways in the comments down below as well. And don't forget, if you need any more help and support, we have got our exclusive community where we help people with their nutrition, their movement, their mindset, and has a whole host of other benefits like meal plans, home workouts, gym workouts, and all stress management techniques as well. So if you'd like to join our exclusive community, the link is in the caption section down below, and hopefully we'll see you on the inside.